gave just the worst explanation of what the fuck you guys did over the past couple weeks. Eventually, it got brought out that you did a couple of important things. Saved the mink, which is a big one. A couple others. But yeah, in any case, you guys will have seen.
Had a really nice fur coat.
As a matter of fact, he did not, because nothing has fucking fur in this world.
Nice little crab coat.
Carapace coat.
Crab coat.
Easy. Yeah, and then towards the end, you got another vision of what went on in Dalinar's past, namely him experiencing shard plate rather, for the first time. We're gonna witness domestic abuse.
Oh no.
And then you guys went back to Dalinar for a mission. At which point I'm going to retcon the last 3 minutes of the session and have you guys back out in front of it. All right.
Back up in front of what?
Open up.
How to help. So, y'all motherfuckers are sat there in front of Dalinar. And you look over. You're like, hey, what's the mission? Right. He looks over at you. Well, we've been missing Captain Kaladin for about 2.5 days now. We're going to need 3 of you to track down his location, namely Raphael, Garrick, and Luis. You all...
No.
I do.
All right, I'll wrangle these.
Did you just say no to Dalinar?
Yep. Solely off. I only said it after he mentioned Luis.
Don't worry, Dalinar. I'll take care of him.
You see him bristle.
For the love of the gods, not him. For the love of the Stormfather, not him.
You see him bristle. Did you just deny an order from your direct commander?
I mean, I said no, but I'm still gonna do it.
Then you're going to say what?
It's a word that rhymes with guest. And then it's followed by sir.
Do you see why?
Can I smack Luis upside the head?
You're more than welcome to do so.
I would like to do that.
I then immediately...
That one just bothers me.
I immediately carry that down the line and slap Garrick on the back of the head.
An excitable depth. I go where he goes. When he explodes, I want to be front seat. All right, right there. That's how I plan on passing.
Suddenly regretting saying yes to this one too. I'm doing it anyway, but all right. Let's do this.
There was my hand on my face, just looking down, shaking my head.
What is our mission so that I may lead these gentlemen through it? Because apparently they need my direction.
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, it's like that, sir. So yes, sir.
There you go. That said,
you'll get that, but you won't get the full about out of me. Not with these two.
I only expected the 2 words, soldier.
I'm great with
words. He's not very good at this. Garrick,
you can be quiet as well.
All right, sir.
You 3 are going to go ahead and you. You're gonna see Dalinar look at you now, Pelinar.
No, God! I was trying to get them to be quiet. No, God!
It was a late calm to
us.
A
good noodle.
You 3 are going to track down Captain Kaladin's whereabouts. Last known location was in Hearthstone.
Stop it.
That's all. You're dismissed.
Let's go, fellas. And I drag Garrick by the middle of his chest robes and just start walking out the hall, leading the way proudly.
Pretty sure you can't, actually.
In any case. As you guys make your way out, you'll see Dalinar look at the other 3 of you. Dustbringer Lull. Okay. Stone Ward. Dustbringer Lull, Stone Ward, Varix, and Windrunner Pelinar. Your task will be a different one. You'll be accompanying me for the next few days while we attempt to make our way into Azir. Once we are able to establish communications, you're going to accompany me to the city itself because they have been suggesting that there is no way, shape, or form that they are going to manage to actually come here. So I need to go there to convince them. Understood?
Okay.
Yes, High Prince.
Sir, yes, sir.
Good. So you're going to be sticking around. Watch what I do. We'll get there.
I'm responsible.
In the other room.
In the other room.
The responsible people. What are you doing?
Which group is that?
Map. We should look at a map.
No, we are not the responsible people.
I
That
think
would
that we are
be.
so responsible.
All
Marsh and I
right. Well,
have
Okay.
a brain cell.
If we're so responsible, tell me what we're supposed to do.
all right. So we're supposed to go to Hairstone and find Captain Kaladin. So I think since
Genuinely
you,
surprised
Garrett,
that this is working.
have the wristband, let's go ahead and have you teleport us right over into Hairstone, and we can find him. And once we do, we're gonna make sure he gets back there for Delaney.
Side note, we should also pack up some rations and some other stuff before we teleport ourselves out. So, yeah,
Right.
The three of you roll intelligence checks for me real quick. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Usually I'm decent at these.
What did you expect? You put us together.
You guys have pluses. The other people do not.
You know you did, but again, Grace, what did you expect? You put us together.
All right. Go about your business.
All right, let's go over to Hairstone.
do we have a place where we can grab all of our rations and everything else?
Yeah, quartermaster.
Yeah.
That's
Because there's food and shit there.
yeah, you're good.
Well, yeah, but for just in case we get lost on the travel, it's always good.
We're going to be teleported
I'll
directly.
grab some extra wood, do some carving for you.
I teleport us without them fucking even leaving this room.
All right, you guys will feel sudden lurch as your stomach shifts, and you guys will find your way just to the outskirts of what looks like a night bridge area in a largely abandoned town. Let me shift you all into focus. There you go.
Well, good job, Garrick. That's step one down. It does appear to be night, though, so let's go ahead and find us an inn.
Are we near that bridge?
Yep.
I look over it and I really debate pushing Pelinar off into the side.
You don't
Just
have a
take
Pelinar
nice
here.
Whoa, I was gonna say,
Pelinar.
what the fuck did
Sorry.
I do?
Pelinar's in nothing wrong, Luis.
He
I
debates
I really
throwing
debate
Pellier
putting
off, and then
Luis
he's like,
over the
he's
edge.
not here.
Oh, wait.
Thinking about killing the entire party, guys.
Wondering
Sorry.
when we were gonna get a
Staring
character
into
do
the water
that.
for a moment, really thinking about it, just imagining drowning Luis in it. Like,
As you're looking around, you see that this is a town largely built into the side of a lake to have storm guard on one side. However, the Everstorm appears to have knocked a decent few of these buildings asunder, especially kind of towards the edge of town. And around you, you're just seeing these rolling hills with these lavis polyps on them. It's lavis grain. They're these giant, enormous, like watermelon-sized things that when you crack open, just a bunch of grain spills out of them. You see a decent amount of them have been crushed or affected by the Everstorm. But more importantly, as you're looking around, you're not seeing anybody.
well,
And
that was a wash. Let's go back and tell her it's over.
Investigation to see if I could find like the remnants of an inn.
Sure.
Perception to look around.
Are the lights actually on like they are in the map, or is that just for flavor?
Nope,
Alright.
there's torches on these general areas.
They lit or
Normally,
they out?
no, they're lit. They would normally be spheres, just like low denominations. But because of the weeping, there's still not really charged stormlight in most places.
I was rolling my perception to see if there's any people around. I don't think a 10 is going to help me out very much unless.
Yeah, still not seeing much. Luis, as a matter of fact, if you look to the immediate left, you'll find, oh, hey, look, there's a tavern.
Hey, look, it's Evan. Let's go inside. Get us a drink. Wait for morning.
Should we be sneaky?
Nope, I'm gonna walk right on into the tavern.
Okay. You walk your way right into the tavern, and you see that it looks as if it has been ransacked, but you don't see any actual violence. So no bodies, no blood, nothing like that. But there has definitely been most of the shit in here stolen.
Is there
Stolen or moved?
any alcohol in here?
Nope.
Someone took all the booze.
Right. That's your concern. Not the people are all gone and missing, or the town is mysteriously quiet, but every torch in the town is. No, it's the booze are gone.
Well, if there's no people and there's no booze, then how are we supposed to find Kaladin? What am I supposed to do until morning when it's light and we can see better?
I walk outside. Is anyone here?
Here.
Yeah,
You
it's a
hear it
walk.
echo
Let's go
through.
back and report.
I don't think we should go back. I think we need to do some more investigating.
I just have this weird feeling that everything's going to go wrong for the other group while we're not with them. So I think we should get back. But
Raphael,
hey,
perception
who knows, right? Am I the crazy one? Probably.
I mean, you do talk to him. Right?
Shut up! I don't talk to anything. Right, Ring?
Kill them all. That's right, Jimmy. Kill them all.
Right? Like I like slowly look at the bridge again while just thinking about it. Like I hear the. What? Sorry. What?
Swimming.
As you hear about talking about yourself, Luis, in your deep inside your head, you have two voices going on. One,
Hey, wait.
wow, this is
Hello,
crazy,
Mr.
and the other one,
Kettle. I'm the black. I hear you're black.
Yeah,
Popcorn Kettle
this
Black
is
is not a
why
bad
I'm
statement.
in charge. I kind of say
Look me down.
internally, it's an internal thought of, yeah, I'm going to start heading towards the bridge.
okay, as you do, Raphael, perception check.
Hey, Am, is there anything weird around this place that you can pick up?
Computer man, please.
Sorry, perception?
Yes.
There is void energy around.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Raphael, as you look over, you see, number one, there appears to be like a makeshift battle station made in the tower across from you. But as you're looking past it, you see the Manor Lord's house on the hillside, and there's lights going on in almost every single window.
Can you say that first part one more time? I didn't hear that first part.
There's a close makeshift battle station that you're seeing just across the bridge, but doesn't appear to be occupied.
Is that the same place that Luis is walking towards right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Garrick, who's talking to his friend, and then look
Hey,
at
Luis? Luis? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, buddy.
There's also, I'm gonna like kind of gesture towards the surroundings that we're just told with the manor and everything else of where the battle will be.
Now I'm really gonna suggest it, Luis. We should turn back.
We can't turn back.
Wait,
Eleanor gave us an order, and I'm just gonna
Before this
start.
conversation continues, I need to do something specific.
Okay.
Look,
you guys will watch as Luis boldly goes where no man has gone before across the bridge.
We should just turn back now. This all seems very wrong for some reason. I can't tell why. It's like I'm looking through rose-tinted glasses at red flags, though.
Those just be flags.
Maybe we should just go forward, actually. You know what? That does sound like a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, so I'm going to check out the battle station.
Okay. It looks as if it was a recent construction, maybe in the past day.
Can I throw Raphael?
How?
Hey, if they're gonna surprise attack us, I'd like to surprise
Oh.
attack first. Can I please be thrown across the bridge?
Oh my goodness.
How far do you want to be thrown?
I'll get to the halfway. I will pick her up and get to the halfway point and then throw.
I'm pretty lightweight, bro.
The halfway point and then
Oh
throw.
my god, that is
Make
so
an athletics check there, Gary.
Again, I'm going from the halfway point. I just want to make sure that it's 100% clear.
Oh, nice. 65
So
feet.
glad I'm
They
in
will
my
get
team.
surprise attack on you if you ambush them first.
Roll,
Athletics
roll,
check.
and
Let's see.
boom.
Okay.
Having a plus 15 helps. Hey, I'm wearing these for a reason. Tonight's the night.
Roll an acrobat or a dex save there, Raphael.
You can roll for me.
You want me to roll for you? That's a bold move, Cotton.
Luis, you hear as Raphael
No,
skids
from
to a
behind
stop.
You hear, like, walking up halfway across the bridge, you hear, are you sure you want to do this? Are you positive? This might, do you even know how to, you know what?
Are you
Fuck it.
real, man? Throw me.
You just see Raphael skid on their side to a stop as they just land right by you.
I regret many things.
Raphael, this is no
Yeah, I am
time for a nap.
longer than I
We're on
remember.
an important assignment from Dylan here. This is why he left me in charge. And I lifted him
Luis,
to his
hear me out.
feet.
We can make a game like this, except maybe we should just throw the heads.
I like my head on my shoulders. Thank you.
I'm just going to go ahead and pick Raphael up and just continue walking towards the lights that he pointed out.
Thank you.
Go
Alright.
opposite sides of the bridge, maybe like a team of, 5 versus 5? We can even use the carapaces from the creatures we kill. Those would hurt, but man, it'd send a message.
I think I have gravel in my teeth.
How does it taste?
Not good.
Am I noticing
I was
anything
gonna ask if you knew how to land, but
about the area around us while we're walking over? Still abandoned? Still same vibe?
Abandoned, largely ramshackle due to the storm, and mostly
I'm fucking did.
stolen from.
Genuinely
As you
surprised.
approach the Manor Lord's house, you'll see a bunch of these external, like little kind of. They look like various different tents or storm wagons that were set up, and for the first time, you're actually seeing people walking around. As you see, just a decent amount of refugees, mostly appearing just to be sleeping at the moment, or kind of keeping watch next to fires.
There are
I'm
people
going to
here.
go ahead and walk up to a refugee. Excuse me, sir.
everybody's dead.
I'm looking for
Yeah?
a man named Kaladin. He's have you
Oh.
seen him?
Yeah, Stormblessed. He came by about 3 days ago. He was going after the caravan that went through that big split mountain over there.
Was that the area we just came
Alright.
from?
All
Nope.
right.
Exact opposite.
Did he have any?
Do you guys finally notice that Luis is gone, by the way?
Oh, I thought we followed him. Sorry.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Sorry, I thought we were here this whole time. My bad. Because I was like, oh shit, okay, there's people here.
No, I said I ran off by myself.
You can see a couple
We're not
paces
letting you do
behind
that.
these guys. We'll catch up at this point.
Well, it's about time you got here. So
What are you talking
this
about? I've been
fine
walking
gentleman
behind
right
you, like,
here.
10 feet this whole time.
I don't know anything about that. I've been doing our assignment. This is why, again, I'm in charge. But anyways, this fine gentleman,
Saying that like it's
he was
supposed to mean
telling-
something.
shh, I'm talking.
I slap him upside the head and I start walking.
All right. Well, then I look at Raphael.
Maybe that
Well,
will jog your memory and get your more sensible brother to come out.
what he rudely interrupted me.
You
saying was
guys
this
will
fine
see
gentleman-
mid-sentence, Luis stop.
Like hot potato.
If you think I'm more reasonable, you're in for a surprise. As he disappears back into him.
See? He's at least more sensible. He doesn't fight back every time.
Nice
On
to
every
Melody
argument
Japan,
with his
too.
brother.
Anyways, this fine gentleman was telling me he saw Kaladin roll through that mountain pass. He was looking for a caravan. I think we better talk to the Manor Lord, see what's going on here, and then head after him in the morning.
Is the guy still here or
Yeah, you'll see the refugee like points finger up.
Yeah.
Mostly, he was in to see his father. He's up at the deal actually treating wounds at the moment.
In that
But-
moment, I have like 1,000-yard stare, remembering the memory.
But
Ooh.
he went after, I think he investigated the grain solo, and then went after the parshman who escaped.
Because this is where his brother's grave is, right, DM?
Not this area exactly, but
Close by.
not too far.
Yeah, I have that realization now. Hey, by the way, have you noticed anything strange going on around here?
Besides all the parshmen getting red eyes and ransacking everywhere in town.
Void illness, wonderful. Okay. I'm assuming that's probably what it is. That's a complete assumption at this point. Wonderful, thanks for telling me. So the town back there, is that just the rampage, and then what's left is here?
Yep, everybody. I mean, they didn't hurt anybody. They just grabbed all our shit and left. We
And they left him towards the mountain as well, I assume.
yeah, Kaladin was following them.
Wonderful. Can you tell us which path he took, just so we might catch him?
You see him point over to the mountain, and there's a giant cleft in it.
Wonderful. I
That
just
way.
want you to know that you got your entire country killed. We're traitors, and we're
This
gonna
is
go kill Kaladin.
exactly
I'm
what
saying- I'm
I
saying
just
that, but I wanted
told
to say
you,
it so bad.
Garrick.
Intrusive thoughts come in sometimes. Sorry.
Exactly what I just told you, Garrick. See, this man was very
Yeah, you know,
helpful. Now
it's hard to
I'm gonna
believe
head over to
you-
the Manor Lord's house and see what we can
The adults are
divine. So
talking. Anyway, let's go.
I just start walking off without him again, leading the way.
I'm like walking ahead of you. I'm like, what is this man?
You're each like trying to get one step ahead of each other.
Walk faster, damn it!
No, no,
Behind
no.
me. God damn it, Luis! I will lead.
Anyways.
I will lead us. Ape strong together.
Walks
Crabs click
walks
together.
around with his hand out. I'm in front.
Back
I
at
just
the
stand
other.
in front of him like this.
Stiff arm, just stiff arm.
You can't move me, so I can literally. I just start walking backwards while holding him behind me. You will direct me which way to go, so in a way you lead, but I am leading in terms of direction. There. Solve the problem.
Team effort.
As this is going on, back at Urutheru.
I hope your guys' adventure goes much better. I'm going to keep these rose-tinted glasses on for a while.
You guys are going to watch as Dalinar goes through a couple of span-read conversations with other leaders. The first of which being with the Emir of Vizier, the Vizier of Azir. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so he is, for all intents and purposes, a 15-year-old who was elected into place after a bunch of assassinations by the Assassin in White, and evidently the kid brought somebody back to life, so they said that it was a miracle and chucked him as the leader.
Okay.
So you guys will listen to Dalinar and Navani basically corresponding back and forth via span read. They're saying that for the matter of warning them of the impending storm going the wrong way, you will be noted in their annals of history. Oh, the annals of history, huh? Well, I should feel honored. They didn't answer the question about whether or not they would actually visit Urutheru. Yes, well, they considered it a great honor. Fine. Let them know that I am appreciative of being added to their annals. I wish that it would be under better circumstances. Please come visit so that we may better record this historic meeting. You guys will watch as the pin sits in midair and is just blinking for a long time. And then eventually, you'll see it click and move. There is an appreciation of kinship between us for many of our leaders were killed by the assassin in white, much like your brother Gavilar. So we appreciate you getting in contact with us and sharing information. You see a click. They're not answering. Yes, well, they, in particular, do not like to say no out of turn. After a long time, again, you'll see Dalinar respond back. We are more than willing to share information regarding the attacks and the resurgence of the Knights Radiant if you are willing to share with us. And you'll see another longer pause. This one, not quite as long. They're saying that they appreciate the willingness to exchange information. And that's it. These people are impossible to try to get a hold of. Good Lord. You see Dalinar kind of considering as he kind of looks over. Any suggested routes from the three of you as he's thinking?
Oh, we don't have the bracelet.
Hey, there's the intelligence check.
No.
You sent the bracelet with the one person who actually knows how to teleport.
Oh, fuck. We not the brightest, sir.
Should have had us teleport you first.
We strong.
Or we should have taken it and let fucking Raphael teleport your bitch ass.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it.
wanted to use the bracelet.
Hey, man.
That was all Garrett.
It all slowly just seeps in.
You guys should just get
No.
to stepping.
Can we flavor it as they run into the room and they hear "fuck it" and then they just like as soon as they flick the doors open they just see us.
No.
I feel like they said something before we left. Yeah, it's probably to fuck off or something.
They were right there. Shit.
We had a way, but
We could walk.
yes, it looks like our only option at this point.
Any chasm fiends we could ride?
You see Dalinar point over to Pelinar. You're a Windrunner, right?
Yes, High Prince. I am, I suppose. Still
Sorry,
mastering the technique.
You suppose?
Are you sure or you're not sure?
The work of progress.
What does that even mean?
What are you talking about? You'll see him like rub his brow for a second.
Do it on command. He
You
can't
see him-
do it on...
You see him turn back to Navani. Offer to send them assistance and troops. If they can unlock the Oath Gate from their side, we can send it over and help them rebuild. You'll see Navani write down the response. Not too long after. We've already engaged in negotiations with the enemy. Unfortunately, while their demands are ridiculous, we find it much more safe an option. You see Dalinar's face go bright. They're negotiating with the Voidbringers.
Oh.
Means war.
You'll see him collect himself before responding. I feel that entering negotiations with humanity's enemy is an unwise decision. Please just visit us, and we would be more than happy to smooth over any confusion or ill attempts. This goes for a long time. We apologize. We misspoke when we said that we were negotiating with them, more attempting as a stall tactic in order to garrison our resources, in order to better fight them back. You'll see down there, kind of. Okay, basically just sigh as the ruby goes black, and it appears that communication is no longer in place. Well, that couldn't have gone any better, I suppose. Couldn't have gone much worse. He looks back at you three. You want to go to the sparring grounds?
Hell yeah, we do.
Yes, very much so.
Absolutely.
All right. You guys head
Fuck
over to
shit
the
up.
sparring grounds. And as you're walking through, you're kind of watching as a few of they look like old Bridge 13 guardsmen are following behind you guys. Things are relaxed for the moment.
The first.
I don't like that you said for the moment.
As he's walking, you'll see Dalinar kind of gesture the three of you up a little bit. Fucking loud ass my motorcycle.
I heard
You'll
that.
see him gesture you three up for a moment. I imagine that most of them are worried primarily by my reputation, but secondarily by the fact that if I could have a Windrunner or a Truth Seeker or an Elsecaller infiltrate the Oathgate and open it, then we could have a full invasion put right into the middle of their city. This is not my intent, but if they're going to be negotiating with the Voidbringers, then it seems it may be my only option. You see him sigh and kind of raise an eyebrow back to you guys. What are your thoughts?
And the Voidbringers are
The Parshmen that were turned into fused by the Everstorm.
that are super bad.
They are the historical enemy of humanity. Yeah.
We want them as
That's
allies.
the reason why there's no more Knights Radiant.
Yeah, no. I think we should do that. Element of surprise.
Do what exactly? It would open a door into the people who are negotiating. We're trying to get them to join us. Could we send some kind of I don't know, some sort of somebody to go talk to them in person or show them the dangers the Voidbringers really do bring?
It is possible. And an option to explore. My last option would be to actually do a full invasion on them, but I'm worried that it would dissuade many of the others if I did. I need to clear my head. You'll see him kind of rubbing his eyes as you enter the sparring arena. You'll see many ardents, specifically swords masters, including one that you recognize, Lowell, who is kind of chilling out in what appears to be a hammock in the background. Zahil is just hanging. As Dalinar approaches, you will see somebody that kind of squinting. You have a weird recognition of, specifically from the visions that you've been receiving from Garrick's ring. One of the Swordsmaster Ardents is one of Dalinar's old elites from his war days. Sable, come. I need somebody to spar with. You'll see, Capsule. That's how you pronounce it. You'll see Capsule, his eyes kind of go a little bit wide as You'll notice that there are scars running alongside his bald head, and presumably many more down the back of his body as he looks over. I fear that I would be a poor sparring companion for you today, Dalinar. Let me go and fetch someone else. I see Dalinar kind of stretching out his shoulder. Nonsense. You beat me 2 times out of 3. You'll be just fine. But even so, I'm afraid I must insist, as he starts to walk away along with 4 of the other Ardents around him. The only one left is Zahil, who will just continue his lazing as Dalinar approaches. And you're not disgusted by your presence? Well, you're putting them in a bit of a tight situation, you realize? The Warren Church will get over my marriage to Navani. It is barely a footnote in history. Yes, well, oftentimes footnotes in history are major turning points, as it were. Yes, well, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Kings have done much worse. Yeah, well, you're putting them in an awkward situation. You realize, with everything that you're spouting about God being dead, you're pretty close to making them have a choice between you and the church. You see Dalinar kind of nod. He shakes his head and goes over. Finding you're finding your way over to what appears to be like a wrestling pit area. You'll see Dalinar pick out a tall man, about 6'8", very, very hefty, big-ass shoulders, as he looks over. Oh, that's one of General Call's boys. He should do. As you'll see Dalinar start to strip off his shirt, you'll see he's got the old man skin, but still very, very well in shape. And then just a million scars across his body. As he looks over. Ah, Sabin, come. Let's wrestle. Right, Lord? But fear I'm not warmed up. Are you warmed up? As you see Dalinar look up. It doesn't matter too much. As he stretches out. Come on. Your father taught you better. Let's go. You'll see a smile go across Sabian's face. Okay. As Dalinar starts pulling on what appear to be these very tight pants that go only just barely below his knees. As you'll see Navani start to approach. Dalinar climbs down into the pit with Sabian and begins just going at it, just trying to pin him, everything. Just an old man and a ginormous 20-year-old wrestling. As Navani approaches, you'll see her roll her eyes. And what are you doing? Sparring. Just the thing that every wife wants to see. Her husband and a oily man wrestling around in the dirt.
Oh, wait.
The Queen of Eerie has decided to move up the communication time. Something about the waves being better for an earlier meeting. You ready to take this? As you'll see Dalinar start to almost get put into a chokehold. He shifts his arms up and is able to barely fight it off, but then the arms slip under each of Dalinar's armpits and begin slowly pulling him backwards. You'll see Dalinar just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and it almost looks like he's about to slip out of the way when you'll see Navani walk up to the side. Enough! As you'll see Sabian let go. You see Dalinar, specifically Yulol. For a moment there, you saw him try to grasp for something deep inside him. Something that you're the one who's experienced the most out of the rest of the group. A reserve known as the Thrill, but it didn't seem to come to him. As Dalinar begins stepping out, you'll see Capsule approaching with what seems like a young, light-eyed noble of some kind with a sword. Blunted. It's not a shard blade, but just a regular sword. As he looks over. Come on, Capsule. I'm not fighting some young lordling. Grab a blade. I see Capsule roll his eyes. Navani off to his side. She's beginning. Are we going to seriously take this here? Yeah, it's fine. Let me think. As you'll see Dalinar grab a blunted blade.
The fucking music. Is this Doom music? It feels like Doom music.
I don't know.
I'm thinking like Dark Souls.
Might be.
Let's see. What is it?
I hear the chanting, so my brain immediately goes Doom music.
Battle at Beltane. You'll see a couple things going on at once as Dalinar begins striking out at Capsule. She begins by saying, "Good day, and may the one's new experiences treat you better than many other folk have had them." As you'll see Dalinar begin kind of easing into the duel with Capsule. Respond back saying, "Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. We would be more than delighted to show her the extensiveness of Uruthiru." As Capsule begins striking back, left, right. He almost gets a decent score on his arm, but Dalinar is able to barely tweak out of the way in time. "And what do you think you're doing?" Capsule growls as he looks over at him. "Forcing me into this duel."
What's going on in here?
Several questions.
As Dalinar begins pushing back on him, you'll see Capsule kind of begin to break a little bit of a sweat. "I'm trying to have a sparring match with my friend, who, as it happens, of late has been quite absent." As you'll see, pushing back Capsule. "Yes, well, what am I supposed to do, Dalinar? You're not making life easy on any of us." As he begins striking back, you'll hear Navani's voice ring out again. She says that she appreciates the offer, however, she finds that perhaps what the one's desire is not to have a fight at all, as in years past that has not borne fruit. You'll see Dalinar roll his eyes. "Why does every single person," as he whaps down at Capsule's leg, not getting a full hit on it, but just a glancing one, "want to ally with the enemy?" As he strikes down again. You'll see him begin to take a few steps back to collect his thoughts. "Let her know that the destruction wrought upon other nations can very soon be the destruction wrought upon her. We need to band together in this moment," as you see him fend off another blow from Capsule. "Otherwise, we will all fall." As Capsule begins pushing back on him. "Dalinar, just give us some help. Recant your previous statement that the honor has died. That's all we need. I can't just say that honor has died and recant it because I saw it in my visions." You see Capsule pushing back. Yes, well, Odium has been known to send visions that are false in the past. As the fight begins getting more heated, you'll see a resounding slap against Dalinar's arm as he kind of grunts. She is saying that while she can appreciate many things in that sentiment, she is not going to listen to somebody who has, rather, she's not going to listen to a thief. You see Dalinar roll his eyes. Thief. She's talking about Adolin's armor, son of a... As Capsule begins pushing back. Here, let's have a discussion there, Capsule, as he begins striking down again and again, overhead blow after overhead blow down at the man. What makes you believe that your religion is any more correct than theirs? As Capsule withstands the blows, you see him swing back around. It is tradition, Dalinar, and your ruffling feathers. We have supported the Vorin Church has supported kings who have done much worse than you. If you would just help us. You see Dalinar knock the blade out of Capsule's hands entirely. Navani, send back word. Let her know that while any negotiation that we do right now is tainted by personal grievances, that will need to be handled first. If she wishes to reschedule a time to speak about this, we will do so. Capsule, just because something is old or tradition does not mean that it's right. Did I ever tell you about my first sword master? No. Was it Rahim? No. Back then we were not exactly the most well-established princedom. I had a man from the next town over. He was very proper about things. He always had me do my taka belt 3 times around, while everybody else did it 2. This made a nice tight bow at the very top, while everybody else's hung down floppily. I was always so constricted with that damned belt. And I asked him why. He said, well, this is the correct way, as my master taught me. So, years later, I went and I found his master. And I asked, why do we tie the belt 3 times? He said, well, it's the correct way to do it. My master taught me. So, I asked where his master was. As it turned out, he was in the border of Yakaved. Later on, when I was invading and managed to capture that town, I strolled in and found a tiny old man, drunk off his ass. And I came up to him. He couldn't care less who occupied the town. I asked him, why do we tie the belt 3 times? At which point I watched the tiny little man in a scrawny way step up. Well, because if I don't tie it 3 times, then I lose my skirt. And in that moment, I realized something. Just because something has been passed down as correct does not mean that the reason that it has been passed down went with it. Just because you have been saying that something is forever does not mean that it is correct. Now, if you are with me, you're with me. But I'm not going to put you in a bad spot. So, if you want me to release you from my service, I will do so. At that point, you will see Dalinar walk off. Back on the other side of the world.
My,
Da-da-da.
that was serious.
All right, Team Brains.
Back to the comedy.
Intelligence check, all 3 of you.
Oh yeah, it's back to the comedy, baby. Let's see. Okay.
Oh
This is
my freaking god, dude! It
This is my
sat
favorite
there
part.
just swirling around the natural 20 and just fell over.
Yes. 11, 11, 9. Let's go.
As you guys are approaching, you will start to see a decent amount of guards in the area. And then you'll see what looks like a relatively thin man with these wire rim glasses and very, very short black hair, tending to what appear to be some of the wounded on one of the side rooms. Off to the right, you'll see what appears to be a well-dressed Bright Lord that you guys remember specifically from two visions. Number one, when his son was pierced by 1,000, well, not 1,000, by a decent few white spines, and Liren was unable to save him. And number two, when he was forced, or rather when he forced Tien to be conscripted into the army. That is Bright Lord Rishon. And more importantly, across his face, you'll see a burgeoning purple bruise.
Jeez.
You think that was
Well, hello there, sir.
Well, you're in the middle of the hall right now. You have the Bright Lord to the right and Liren to the left.
I am gonna go ahead and walk up to the Bright Lord because he's got to
We'll
be
go to
the man in
Liren.
charge.
Okay. You walk up to the Bright Lord, who appears to be next to a fairly young woman, maybe about half his age, though she appears to be the Bright Lady of this town, as she is going through what appear to be various different reports and reading them out to Rishon. Roll an insight check.
Well, this is gonna be really good. Oh, actually, it was better than the intelligence that I have a plus on.
Yeah. You recognize this person. She's older, but this was the woman that Kaladin was supposed to marry when he was quite young.
Well, hello, sir and madam.
Yes, what is it, Colin, soldier?
Well,
You see his eyes go wide. Are you with the other one?
Paladin. Yes, sir. It's who we're looking for. We were directed as to where his whereabouts may be, but we figured we'd see what else was going on around here.
You see an unconscious hand go up to his cheek. Well, he went after that damned Parshman caravan that made off with most of my town's stores of, well, everything. He went towards that damned split. Now, you see him kind of take a tentative scoot back. Are you going to go now?
Well, I mean, we can. We just we figured we might wait until the morning, see if there was anything else we could help you with. See, it's kind of why we're here, is to get Kaladin and well help.
We
saying we
don't
like
need any help. You can go.
Well, all right then. When we get back, we'll see what else we can do to help you repair the town. Maybe.
Please don't come back.
It's not very nice. Well, I mean, technically, our country's the neighbors. See, I'm here as I'm sure you can tell.
How could I have ever guessed? Go find your master. Leave us be.
Well, all right then. If you insist, we shall do just that.
You guys will. Meanwhile, while this conversation is going on, Raphael, Garrick, you do anything?
yeah, the older gentleman with the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
We were gonna go strike up conversation with him.
Yup.
Okay. You go over and you see the relatively familiar face of Liren from the visions of Kaladin's past. Though he
Oh,
looks
is it?
older and much more worried.
Is this his dad?
Yeah.
It's Kaladin's actual last name Stormlight? Or is that
No.
just the title?
Most peasants don't have last names in this world, at least in
Was there, like,
Alethkar.
Did he have one? I forget.
Mm-mm.
Do we just address him by name?
Mr. Kaladin Sr.
No.
You'll see him
Hello.
turn around, kind of slightly startled. Yes, how can I help?
We heard that your son is missing and had some whereabouts towards his location. I point backwards to the rift that everyone keeps saying.
Yes, the damned fool went in, punched the city lord, and then proceeded to make his way off an investigation. I was hoping to keep him around for a bit longer, but unfortunately it seems that he has
Did he
been
say anything? Or
changed.
Unfortunately, that is our fearless leader. He kind of tends to rush in without the thought of himself.
You can tell me that damned army made him a
what was it?
killer.
Say what you will, but I had nowhere else to go with my army, so.
Did anything else happen beforehand?
No, he was taken out to the grain solo and seemed to investigate from there. That was the last place that the Parshindi attacked before leaving.
And he didn't, like, I don't know, leave a note or something behind, or
You see him squint at you.
Huh?
You see him squint at you. Like he's not sure if you're insulting him or joking.
Hopefully.
oh shit, I forgot. My bad. We'll delete that last part.
Not even said.
Yeah. Sorry, I forget not everyone can write and read like me, but that's okay. Thank you so much, Kaladin Sr. We will be on our way.
As you start to turn to go, you'll see a woman, middle-aged, a few streaks of gray starting to go through her black hair, as she turns the corner with what seems to be a little baby on her hip. Is there something wrong, dear? As you see her approach. Hestia, no, these appear to be Kaladin's underlings.
That's a pretty good word for it.
So,
I would consider us more underlings than his soldiers. But I mean, we'll be his soldiers if he ever needs it, to be fair.
oh, he's definitely gonna need it. That's a really big gap in the wall.
Okay. We're sorry about all the trouble.
No,
We're going to be bringing him back here before we bring him back home with us to Ruthiru. But it was wonderful to see you. We just wanted to see if there's anything else you could tell us before we left.
just make sure he's safe. He's strong, but gets stuck in his own head.
Don't we know it?
Congratulations on the child.
Oh yes.
We should tell Kaladin.
He knows. It's the first time I've seen him cry in years.
We should try and come back. What?
I'm sorry about my friend. He is not the brightest. Sorry. That was knee-jerk reaction.
It's just your slutty waist.
It's easy to get confused.
Well, you have such a submissive and breedable figure.
Disgusting.
Yes, I'm just petting you.
It's just those hips are telling me that you like to be down on all fours, and those hips don't lie.
I do enjoy swimming, yes.
I've seen you strip while doing musical performances. Even Zeph didn't do that. Anyways, you guys meet back up in the middle.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
We just talked to Kaladin Sr. There's a Kaladin Jr.
We know their names.
Do we?
Well, so the guy leading this place, he gave me some great information as well. He said we should hurry right on our way, and didn't say anything else.
Apparently, Kaladin checked out what was it called again? The
grain silo.
Yeah, the silo, the grain silo. Before he left, so we should do that real quick as well.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's do it
Grain
then.
silo and then embark. It sounds
All right.
good.
As you all go and find your way to the grain silo, investigation checks, all three guys.
What was it?
Investigation.
Okay. Okay.
Natty 1 incoming.
Jesus, guys.
What? You asked for investigations. We gave you investigations. We were just really good at rolling the same number twice for the third time tonight.
Yeah.
In a row.
Yeah.
It's impressive. In any case, as you guys are going, you both see at the same time, you're like, huh, they broke in, they just knocked out the guard, and they stole all the grain. But there are these footprints that go off, and you're both following it at the exact same time.
I'm telling you, I'm leading you the right direction. I'm leading you, Luis.
No. You're
No.
just giving directions. I
Paladin
am
would
in
have definitely
charge.
put me in charge over you.
That never
Look,
happened.
let's go this direction. See, I'm leading us. I go ahead a little bit.
You wouldn't even tell him, yes, sir. Don't you even question my authority?
That wasn't Paladin.
As I
You
stand there with a
fool.
heroic
You don't
pose.
even know your ranks or who's above you. I do, and I can still talk back. I mean, I'm still going to apologize for it, but I still did it. Ha.
Hey guys, when's my turn to be captain?
Never.
It is, he runs in your family, doesn't
Fine,
it?
I traveling with the other group.
It's all gone completely reversed.
I'll take that as a yes. Anyways,
Does the music sound like it's getting weird to anyone else, or is that just stuff in my head?
no, that's
What
me.
music,
Oh,
Jimmy?
So good.
It's me, the ring.
Oh no, the Stormlight is talking to me. Hold on.
No, it's me, the
Where do
ring.
these footprints go, God?
the hell?
You see the eye blazing over.
No. No. Not him. He's not talking to me. If I want a question answer from him, I'll ask the shitty beast.
Lord.
Would you say?
All right.
Stop it.
So let's follow these footprints.
As you guys follow the footprints for a while, you'll eventually find your way to a river. Across of it, you will see what appears to be a large blue light, along with several figures crowding around, kind of a dim fire.
Well, it seems like the right place. You know, it's not too late. We could still port back.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
I know, that's a
saying
good
we should
idea, Luis. Come on,
investigate
let's
these
get going,
further.
Whirlwind.
And I'm just gonna keep strutting forward as if I'm supposed to be there.
Big dick in the locker room? All right.
Yep.
You come
No,
to a
not
roiling
the
river.
big dick. I am the old man who doesn't give a fuck, letting it all hang out and doing the like half lunge on the bench while he looks in his locker.
That was oddly specific.
Yeah, it's
There's
because
one in
that we've
every
all seen it.
man's gym locker room. There's always one, and it's always a man who's
I did not need to know
70-ish
that.
plus, gray,
That's
everything,
gonna live in my head forever now.
and
Thank
does
you very much.
this. It happens in
At
every
the Glenwood Springs
public
Hot
gym
Springs,
locker room.
in the locker room. It was unfortunate.
It's the great part where you take the saggy balls and you just run them underneath the hand dryer.
Swimsuit dryer.
Oh God. No,
Those are the thing.
it's a canon event in all young boys' life.
Yeah, it is a canon event that happens to every male figure. You walk into that locker room and you see that at least once in your lifetime.
For me, it was the Castle Rock fucking rec center. There's just an old man who's like, I'm just gonna let it all hang out, walking around the fucking locker rooms. Now that I'm thinking about it in retrospect, that man was doing many bad things. If I think about it, should not be doing that with a bunch of children nearby.
Anyway,
Or memories unlocked.
I was gonna say every single one of us is thinking about the first time we saw that image right now.
Why did we unrepress that? Oh no.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just put it in the back. I just put it in the locker.
And put it in the locker. Unfortunately, that locker is hidden behind an old man with his balls hanging down to his knees.
See, the worst occasion of that happening, I was at Lifetime on a guest pass, and I had to go, and the guy doing that had the locker next to mine, and he's doing the literally the one leg on the bench lean into his locker, and I'm like, brother in fucking Christ, I am not getting shit out of my locker with you right there.
And there's a towel too, but it's on the leg that's lifted, not actually covering anything.
Oh no, this man did not have a towel on. He was just full cocking it.
I mean, it's my favorite thing. They don't even. It's not wrapped around. It's just
it's just
placed. It's placed on one leg.
It's all.
Yeah, it is a real phenomenon.
Anyways,
literally today in Glenwood, there's showers because there's sulfur and salt hot springs.
Yeah.
I get in the shower, and there's a guy in the corner. Old man. He doesn't pull his curtain closed at all.
He makes complete eye contact with you two, doesn't he?
He didn't, thank God, and I had my towel that I also draped over the shower curtain because the shower curtains they have are garbage, but it's better than nothing.
You passed me twice, and then
just gone in there.
I'm very disappointed in you.
I know.
Oh, Jake, just threw yourself under the bus.
I never passed myself on Trace. There you go, buddy. There's your one for the night.
You just not like Trace or what?
Yeah.
Oh no, everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Jake hates fun.
Jake hates his friends.
Oh.
You gotta be a little homosexual. You gotta remember that.
Remember,
right.
it's not gay to kiss the homies goodnight.
Forever box and move on.
Anyways.
Forever box.
So yeah, ahead of you, as you start looking real close at the
Okay.
campfire, you're noticing that there are a bunch of Parshindi surrounding it.
Have it much worse.
All right, well, I'm going to bring out the Parshindi Slayer 9000 and just walk up and start doing some chopping.
This is the one time I'm gonna let him lead, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just. I point to the rock over to the side. You want to just hide?
If things get bad, you can always throw me again. Sure.
You guys will watch as Luis starts making his way across the river, just shimmering gold, fucking shard plate in hand. As he reaches the other side, you'll see the Parshindi notice him, get wide-eyed, and then start, oh god, no, leave us alone, as they start walking precariously towards the...
They're all getting their torches and stuff ready to fight him.
Torches and pitchforks.
I think he's fine.
What are you doing, Luis?
Well, there's only really one thing that I can't do.
As you begin charging, you'll hear, God, please don't hurt us. Please don't hurt us. Please don't hurt us.
I think he's breaking an oath. Yeah,
I don't have any oaths.
Oh, you're gonna get a point, I guess.
I only have lies.
Hard laid off, but what? No, he's definitely got an oath.
This is probably
What are you doing?
What do you mean don't hurt you? You ransacked this village, and I'm here to avenge the citizens.
Yeah, they had us in slavery for 20, all our lives, all of them, all of it.
Jesus.
For some reason.
They're gonna actually probably get ready to kill him. Look at that; they're all getting closer.
I'm just gonna kind of hold my sword and kind of point it around the group.
He's getting overwhelmed. I think
What do you mean they've had you enslaved all your lives? Well, the last time I saw Parchman, they were trying to kill us all.
What?
I think he has PTSD.
Luis? No,
Look.
he's the happiest guy I know.
Oh yeah, that's
Look,
right. He
look,
doesn't look
look.
like he's completely stable and sane over there, holding his weapon out towards a bunch of people who don't look like they're fighting back.
Speaking of that, technically these people have been enslaved,
Hey, wait, you know, I just found these on the ground. Give me a second. Nope, all looks good to me.
Like,
It's
watch
fine.
You guys are just staring across the river.
We should go.
And
I don't think
We
he
can
needs the
only
help
be
right
this-
now. Hold on. Let's see how this pans out. It might be okay.
I'm gonna start following after, being like, hold up, wait.
Wait, at
This
least
is the 70-year-old Vietnam vet who goes back to Saigon and has a flashback.
In the far background, you'll hear Raphael like vaguely yelling at something.
Sorry, you mean the helicopters?
wait,
Right.
let's
Don't forget to
I'm
pour
gonna
a
roll
drink for the
perception check
homies.
just to see the funnies. Oh yeah. What's that? Raphael, fight on! Yeah, I'm trying to do something right now.
Oh God! Just stay behind me as you see a little young Parshendi hiding behind one of the big
Oh my
one's
God, they're
legs.
giving sacrifices to him.
Trace, would it
Yeah.
have to be acrobatics if I were to make a flying leap to grapple Luis?
From as far back as you are?
You're still
Yeet.
Sorry.
I was supposed to do this earlier, and I seemed like you needed some help, so I'm gonna throw
Let's
you out.
see.
Louis. Goodbye.
If you can grapple from 155 feet away, I'm
I thought you were a
impressed.
little closer.
I got it. No, I'm gonna run up. I'm like, fine, if it's the plan, it's the plan, and I throw Raphael directly at Luis.
I did say you could throw me.
Yep.
roll at athletics.
Jingle, 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 roll!
Natural one.
23.
I got another
God
23.
dang.
It's the exact same. Woo!
Excellent.
As Raphael goes crashing and tumbling down over
I mean, hey, you can
right
try
behind
again,
you.
right?
True.
Yeah, Luis, you look over and see Raphael just like tumbled onto the ground again.
One hand outstretched.
Raphael, we
Wait.
talked about this just a moment ago before we got to. Stop
I'm glad you
nipping on
stayed
the
back,
job.
yeah.
It's
Sure,
not
like the right
professional.
Before you, I'm winded. Before you attack people, we should see if they have anything to say first. They might know where.
Well, they
Kelly-
did have something to say, but you were over there in the river and then taking a nap. Well,
Do I need to teleport
wasn't that
back
long
to
of a
the crew
cross.
and bring reinforcements?
I turn over to the parchment. Well, you better start talking because it's sounding like we've got guys coming up behind us.
What do you want to know?
Who are you? Where are you going? What did you do with all the food and supplies you ransacked? And where's the caravan that Kaladin went after?
I don't
Mainly
know.
where Kaladin went.
I don't know, Kaladin. Half our caravan got stuck on this side, the other half got stuck on that side. We were going through the tunnel, and then the whole thing fucking collapsed. We were trying to figure out what to do.
Tunnel?
All right, I'll make you a deal, but that's just 'cause I'm feeling especially generous. You take me to the tunnel that collapsed, and I will not bring you back to your masters. No pointing.
It's right there.
Hold up.
What do you mean
okay,
right there?
Can I teleport back and get reinforcements?
You mean
Yeah.
that giant stone wall behind you?
You are
Yeah.
literally 30 feet away from me. Why would I walk over to help you up?
You threw me. Take responsibility and help me up.
Raphael, you've been taking a nap now twice. You need to settle down. All right,
Walking
Parchman.
over.
You go sit over there and help my lazy compatriot up. I'm gonna take a look at this cave in.
Okay. You see them walk over and start helping you up very awkwardly.
Is it safe? Do we have to deploy bridge tactics?
Oh no, I didn't want you guys to help me up. I'm fine. I can get up on my own. Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the stone cave in and see if I can see if there's how my assumption of how deep it is. Like the
funny, it
cave
goes
in
to the
before I could
mountain.
find, a path on the other side.
Roll a nature check.
A nature check.
I mean, we do got through these, and I pull out my shard blade.
Oh God.
It's not
Oh,
a real
God.
idea.
Why? Ah!
Oh, sorry.
What is going on? Why are there a few
Just what
sharp
you're looking
bears?
for, Captain. No need to worry.
Hey, you and Garrett can go investigate the rock. I need to catch my breath for a minute. Can I
pick
look
you up?
at the? No, don't. I didn't. Don't pick me up right now.
Pick you up. Don't pick you up. You are like an actual woman, Raphael.
Go to the rock. Go.
I'm out. I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight, boys.
Do these do any of these parchments still have like shackles or anything on? If they
Actually-
do, I would like to help them out of their bonds.
No shackles, not at the moment. You're aware that most of the parshmen were always very dull, like just not a lot of anything going on in the brain, and it appears that the Everstorm, the red one going the wrong way, seems to have awakened them into a more conscious state.
But there's no like physical metal shackles on their wrists or anything like that, right?
No, so they were literally too dumb to run away, so
Okay.
they was never needed.
These were all the people that would be like
No.
employed for, like,
It's
housework
the fact that they
like that.
gained sentience from it. What we usually have happen when we're like the age of 5 in the military, happen to them now.
What do you mean they gained sentences?
They realized their mortality.
Well, it doesn't have anything to help me get through this. So what did I divine from my nature check?
Your thing.
Probably about 35 feet ish.
35 feet. So
But this isn't the first time.
knowing
storm-
what I know about my powers, do I think I could shape
Like instead of
a
destroying
pathway
normal,
and change basically
normally
the
it's
state
creating.
of
Well, because these.
It'd
35
take
feet
about
of rock?
it'd take about 3 Stormlight levels, but you could do it.
Well,
And how to buy them.
eventually.
But like,
I'm gonna go ahead and
what the storm is usually doing is
yeah,
destroying
don't
around
I?
it. But what this
Wait, did
did,
I-
is it created something new. It
Oh, we
created
never
sentience.
added my
It's
who is
reverse.
the
okay. hang
god
on.
of creation.
I don't know. Stormfather is all I've ever known.
Well,
And
no, with all of our
then
knowledge that we had. recently.
Stormfather is all I've ever known.
so yeah,
Well-
I'll go ahead and do that.
Couldn't this be a
Okay.
creation of a new
Roll a
race?
d10, please.
Wouldn't that
Hang on.
fall into rule with the god who literally creates
Wait,
beings and races?
Roll a D what?
if this is the
10.
case, then
D10.
Wouldn't that be
wouldn't that mean all of the fighting over
whatever
the
it means.
stone is going to be pointless now because the Barshendi will no longer be able to fight properly? So right now, that means over there in the Shattered Plains, the 12 armies, well, 11 armies, because what's fucking dipshits out of there now? Saudis. That means those 11 armies are just fucking raiding over there, probably.
Well, the big thing is for the Voidbringers.
You will watch as the stone all turns to glass.
What the fuck did you just do?
Found this way through to Keladin as I smashed the butt end of my shard blade right into the glass.
Okay.
For a moment, your brother takes over, shifts it into a warhammer instead, and
There you
just
go.
smashes the entire thing. As
There we go.
it just
I was like,
crumbles.
buddy, you're about to have a Looney Tunes reverberation moment where you hit the stone and then your entire body goes.
You mean glass?
I got you, little brother.
Did he just kiss himself? How did he do that?
I knew that before me.
Talent.
What?
You don't want to see what else I can do to myself.
God.
Very flexible.
Are you able to? No. Can you do the? You have all your ribs.
Just immediately starts
Oh my God.
going through the tunnel of what is broken.
Yeah, you start stepping through a whole lot of broken
you don't
glass.
Get past this one. We're having this conversation right now as we're walking through the tunnel.
I just start like as I'm going through the tunnel, I just start brushing broken glass backwards.
Before following the two into the tunnel, I'll just turn to this group here and just
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I
Hey,
know
don't
you
go
do not
killing
want-
people.
I do not want my oath to be broken, and seeing that you guys have done what you needed to survive and break your bonds, my suggestion to you is to gather what supplies you can and make it as far to civilization as possible. Getting out
Well,
of here in
We're
general.
following the rhythms. And you just see her point in the tunnel that you're going through.
Okay, well, avoid the one with the stabby tendencies then, as I point to Luis.
You point to the two massive men with sharp blades cutting through the
Maybe
rock.
just really, really distantly behind, just for your safety.
Okay.
I like how I just become the stabby one when Lul's not around.
Just beating the hell out of the glass. We're doing the fucking what is it? How they built railroads, just taking a turn, smacking the rock in rhythm.
Ding, ding,
Just
ding, ding,
glass
ding,
shatter,
ding,
glass
ding,
shatter, glass shatter, glass shatter.
I'm treating it like Brandon's worst nightmare at work.
Which one? He has a lot of those, I feel like.
All of the glass breaking.
As you guys
Bro.
walk, yeah.
The
As you
day,
guys,
the day an earthquake happens in Colorado is the day you cry, Brandon.
Yeah.
um,
I didn't even go to work
as you
that day.
guys, yeah.
I think I'd go to Buddha and just wait outside to see if you'd show up.
You just see
Maybe
him
I'd
in
go
a
in-
car.
No
maybe
way
I'd
you
break a
don't get a
window and
phone
just go in and
call.
start
Yeah.
bleeding.
You just
That's
see him in the
zero
car,
baseline.
just like 10 and 2, forehead on the fucking steering wheel. Just
Brandon, if I got there, I would literally just kind of pull up, be like, you know what? Someone else did it. I'll just tie a chain or something to the door, pull it off, and go in and start cleaning.
But yeah, as you guys start going through, roll an Arcana check.
Oh
No, I'm
god.
not very good at this whole Arcada stuff.
Al-Qaeda?
Al-Qaeda.
Don't worry, I'm good at Al Qaeda.
Luis has got the Al-Qaeda, apparently. And you.
Luis and Raphael, both of you passed this DC. As you're walking through, you're starting to get a sense of familiar shifting. Kind of like when you went into the place with the mechanical creatures, and the same thing with the door to the genie. As you feel things kind of start to twist and bend around you. Do you keep going?
Say that one more time. That
Lot of
I had like
pee,
9
lot of
messages go
do,
off.
lot of dum-dee-dum-dum.
You start to feel a very familiar sense from when you saw the mechanical creatures and the genie and that sort of thing, as the air starts to kind of warp and twist in front of you.
But you gotta slow down.
Nope, we definitely keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a double check that Garrick has the bracelet slapped on him still.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As you guys take another step, you'll see the valley above. There are these like warping, twisting points, as if the whole thing was split upwards and shifted outwards. So this was like a traditional tunnel, and then something blasted upwards. And looking at it, you'll see what appear to be like these kind of smudges, where there's various different star looking, like it's blackness and then stars that kind of are gently shifting. And as you take a step forward, you'll appear in
Shit. Guys, I think we broke through the side of the mountain.
as you will see yourself on what appears to be a floating island, and a larger, not the largest you fought recently, but a larger creature is staring off into the
No, that's a boy
far
brother.
distance.
Hello, creature.
They stabbed Luis in the back,
from-
kick him off, and said there were never any options.
Sadia sends his regards.
That worked for him the whole time. Sadia sends his regards, kicks him off the blade into the void.
Said, why Louise? He had so many chances for Dalinar or Kaladin.
And all
was
of
Why
a sudden,
him?
this one moment for Luis.
As soon as you say the word creature, by the way, there, Luis, inside of you just hear.
Oh God, it's like the
Not
fucking deer.
you.
The other head does it, but in reverse.
Shit.
It still appears to be staring down at something, and as you kind of look at what it's looking at, you see a ginormous planet that appears to have had its moon crash into it, and it is ravaged by a bunch of
Slowly
bullshit.
pulls out map. Looks at the first couple of planets, and then the last, or sorry, looks at the first planet that was destroyed in the last couple. Starts estimating. Probably this one.
Yeah, so looking at it, there's only two possibilities that it could be. It could either be Trianovast or Pervious. Perivus, rather. Sorry.
I think it's Pervious. Pervious.
Perivus.
We got one of two right here, boys and gals.
Well,
Boys.
now that Pervious has been expended.
Perivus.
Yes, so is the planet in front of us. So,
Pervious.
good to know what Voidbringers do. I wonder if we could see it. You know, Luis, you should try jumping to see if you can land on the planet.
Roll a... Actually, no, you're good.
So
What are you guys
guess
doing?
I start approaching the creature.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah, where exactly are we?
On the rocky parts.
Never mind, we
Could
can do
still,
that.
like breathe here?
Their air? Okay, cool.
Still approaching the
Follow
creature.
behind a little bit.
And then I'm going to stop on that ridge and go, "Hello, creature!" Because it clearly didn't hear me the first time.
As you
I don't like
see one of the heads turn around, you'll see something look like it scans you. Enemy detected. Enemy detected.
Oh,
Enemy?
Roll initiative, please.
holy shit! Look at
The
that thing.
second time tonight, no.
Yeah, all right. And we'll come back to you.
Oh, my initiative is so high, guys. There's
Mine's
nothing that could beat that.
Hey, look at me and Raphael got you.
Well,
It's definitely not gonna have two initiatives, one for each head. Sorry, three.
3 just to be safe.
Call it
Possibly
as it is,
4.
you know? Okay, whoa. Is this a snake?
Back in Urithiru, as you guys are chilling, waiting for Finn of who actually you recognize there, Mr. Varix. Finn is the queen of Thalina, your
Oh.
hometown.
Nice.
But
That's how tired I
he is
was.
waiting for her to respond back on Spanreed.
Or some more evolution.
As it does, about 5 minutes before the expected time, you'll see the ruby clicking in place and blinking. Oh, she
What's her
seems
name
to be
again?
ready. Finn, F-E-N. As the correspondence begins, she says, Dalinar, you old warhound, what do you want?
Ooh, you're such a hound. Oh,
Oh.
not like that.
Well, she is being quite straightforward. Seems to be a bad thing. No, if she's insulting you this early, it's quite fine. What do you want to say? Dalinar thinks for a moment. Queen Finn, thank you for spending your time. I know that the Everstorm ravaged you more than many other places. I'd like to offer assistance. And what assistance could you possibly offer to somebody in our situation? Well, if you would find a surge binder amongst you who could open up the Oath Gate, then we could provide troops for aid.
Give her a nickname.
Yes, it sounds just like a brilliant idea in order to allow, and she wrote this part in very big letters, Alethi troops into the middle of my city in order to quote unquote rebuild. You see Dalinar consider for a moment. I can understand the concern. Perhaps I can offer you something of use. Try amongst you to find an individual who has a bond with a Spren. If you can, then you will have yourself a Knight's Radiant. And then from the side, you'll hear General Call speak out at this point. I would caution us mentioning too much about them. We want to largely have the Knight's Radiant centered in Urithiru. Otherwise, each city will have their own pop-up division of them that will be independent of us, and we won't be able to create a united front. Fair enough. Navani, amend that slightly. If you find any individuals who qualify as Knights Radiant, please send them to Urithiru as their divine right mandates so that we may assist them in the fulfillment of their oaths. There's a decent pause, but Finn responds back. Thank you for the information, Dalinar. I fear that there's many things to do. The Parshmen have stolen our fleet in the night, and we are having to rebuild it from the ground up. Good day. As the pen goes dark. The Parshmen have stolen a fleet. To what end?
I was wrong. They weren't a bunch of idiots. They got smarter. That's more concerning. I was really hoping they were just going to be a bunch of babbling idiots, and it's like, oh shit! So the 11 armies are just going to wipe them out. No, some of them learned. That's not good.
They
Uh,
were
They're learning.
vendetta
You know,
to the
life,
Parsons.
it finds a way.
Before death. You'll see him kind of turn around. If I could only speak to them in person, I could make them understand. Why? If they knew what I knew. You seem squinting. The three of you, intelligence checks, please.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we'll see how you do.
That's
It can't be any
we're
worse than
thinking
the other
caps
ones.
on, boys.
You say that,
Hey,
and one of them will
kid.
immediately rolls a 4.
Yeah, but one of them rolled a 15.
Yep.
A 16 actually with a -1.
I know.
Oh,
It's
I
not
couldn't
bad
find my thinking
considering.
cap.
Brain blast.
You guys are doing better than we did on our first rolls.
Yeah. Varix, you have this moment where you're like, man, I got a lot of information from those visions when I was in it. Hey, how did I get into those visions?
Yeah. How'd I get in there?
How did you get in where?
The visions.
I'm sorry, you were what?
The visions. I was there.
You saw the visions?
Yeah.
You see Dalinar suddenly shake his head as he looks upwards. Stormfather, can I pull people into my visions? You see him
Maybe.
I thought
Listen
it was
for a
just
minute.
dream. Okay.
so I could do, and I could put them as just anybody else in the vision too. Oh, as he turns around,
Long moment.
clasps you on the sides of the face there, Varix. Thank you. He starts going away. When's the next high storm? As he starts calling over Navani and a storm warden to note when the next storm will be passing over Thalina and Azir. So it sounds like the Stormfather is saying that I can bring people into the vision, but he has to be above them in the storm itself when I do so.
What does that mean?
That means that in approximately, you see him calculating, 3 days I could have a face-to-face conversation with Queen Finn.
Okay.
And in 5, the Vizier of Azir. This is good. This is good.
And as amazing as it'd be if I was the only one, these guys were definitely there too.
Curious. I wonder what bound us to those moments. As this discussion's going on, in the background, Navani will kind of make a small exclamation as everybody looks back at her. It's from Taravangian, king of Yakaved. He has noted that a Dustbringer has been found, and he will be opening the gate at Yakaved in order to fully access Uruthiru. As you see, Alinar seem to breathe a sigh of relief. Well, at least we have one.
All it takes is one. Winners now.
And from there, the night goes on as the meetings finish up for the day. Dalinar is escorted back to his room. And on the flip side, as you guys are walking around, you see Adolin, who it's seemingly with a team of about 6 other Kolen guards. Oh, if it isn't the Knights for Radiant, how are we doing today, guys?
Right,
You
Prince? Well,
Good. Good to hear. I busy day. Haven't had too much time to really kick it back. You want to go to a wine house? I can't really go with these guys. As you see what look like some very, very strict guards behind him.
Is he asking the group?
count me
He's asking
in.
the 3 of you, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't drink, but I'll definitely escort you.
Every party's got to have a pooper.
All right. As you guys head over to a wine house, you'll see him kind of slump into a chair very exhaustedly as a fine young lady brings over some violet wine.
Just like a drink off.
They just brought us over like the good shit. Shit we can't buy.
These pop-up markets, they're always so chaotic. No, my aunt is keeping him in good order, but it's a very interesting process. I don't know. Everything grows exponentially out of some center point. And do you know what the center point is? Right here. As he points over to what looks like a fountain in the middle. It's like, that is the geometric center of this tower.
That's cool.
Anyways, sorry. What have you guys been up to?
Well,
Oh, gosh.
you probably wouldn't believe us if we told you.
No.
I mean, I've been investigating the murder of Sadius, which has been a trip.
We saw a giant genie.
Yeah, you know what that is?
I don't. Is it like a chasm fiend?
No.
Worse.
Better and worse at the same time.
It's very hard to explain.
Have you ever wanted something so bad, all you could do was wish for it?
True love, yeah.
Well, you'll find it one day. I know you will, Set, my friend. But something more or less. I mean, I guess that probably works too. Now imagine a being who could make it happen the snap of his fingers.
Oh, I see. And he does this for you once, or as many times as he
Three
wants?
times.
3 times. Okay.
But
And presumably you guys encountered this creature and used those wishes wisely. Yes.
presumably, yes. Presumably, yes.
I
All I'll
think
say is I
someone
didn't get a
wanted-
chance to wish.
I didn't get to make a wish either. Yeah. So I'm sure everything's
and-
fine.
And
Don't
what
make
would
a
you
wish,
two have
Dante,
wished for?
You.
If
All
you could
right.
have?
So I've heard these legends that these genies they like to play games with what you wish. Therefore, something very, very benign and useless that could not possibly backfire.
Hmm.
A creme sandwich.
Mm.
That's it.
But what if like the troll was dry?
Oh no.
Toll's dry. The toll was dry.
The turkey was moldy.
And what about you, Eric's? What would you have wished for?
Oh. I don't know. Probably just to go get my family and my gem back.
You have a gem?
Very big gem.
The very big gem.
It's my gem.
Your gem.
Get it back. One day.
One day.
Sure, why not? And what did you wish for, bald man?
Yeah, Baldy.
Well, okay. Well, don't judge me. I wished for the power
Jack.
of a being called Sator. I'm not exactly sure what it does yet, but maybe something will happen.
And what's a sator?
Well, it's a very long story. Sator and Adelazium, opposites. It's yeah. I don't want to bore you with the details.
Eh.
And what are they?
Well, gods, basically.
So you wish for the power of a god?
Yeah, essentially.
Access to the power. Didn't want to abuse it.
And these creatures are known for twisting things into ways and shapes that don't benefit you.
We found that out later, okay?
Well-
it wasn't in the fine print.
You know, Luis's wish definitely benefit us, I would say.
Not
Oh,
him.
what did he wish for?
Well, he can actually recharge Stormlight.
Oh, wow, that's really useful.
Yes, very useful. But it does also make him weaker. If
Oh, like temporarily?
well,
mm,
we're
yeah.
not sure yet. Temporarily at this moment, yes.
It hasn't come back
In
yet,
the-
if that answers
in
your
the
question.
foreseeable future, so we're not sure.
Well, I'm glad to see that you guys are figuring out the weird shit of the world.
Yes.
Don't tell
Meanwhile-
him about my wood carving.
We've left the most unintelligent group to learn the secrets, while we've left the most uncharismatic group to fuck around and find out.
So yes or no, do you believe that happened?
It's so outlandish and dumb that I can't help but believe that it did happen.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, it did.
Good.
Ah, good.
Been up to anything else?
Might have been good.
Well, we went to another universe
World. But yeah.
world. Yeah, it's another place far from here, and That's where we learned a little bit about Sator.
Bought a
And
cool steam dragon, or at least talked to one.
yes, what was that odd fellow's name?
I remember Pell and I talked to the dragon.
Well, but the dragon was he was guarding someone.
I forget his name.
Mink.
M- Mink, Minks,
The mink.
The mink.
the mink. Have you ever heard of the mink?
X.
Oh, that bastard. When there were border disputes with my dad back 15 years ago, maybe less. Yeah, a little bit, 10 years ish. The mink was pretty much the only one that could actually hold off any invading force that we sent at him.
By himself?
Well,
A beast?
he's still alive, unfortunately.
Oh no, that's good. I mean,
Well,
we're in the
then I
middle of a massive invasion by the Voidbringers, so hey, might as well have as many good military minds as we can. Besides,
Yes.
who really wants Herdaz? It's empty.
To try it.
This is true.
In fact, the only good part about it were the islands, and we took those back in the day. So
What didn't we take?
most of the main parts, that's all desert and filled with white spines and death and sadness.
So we took all the good parts.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
pretty smart tactic, I'd say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Create a lot of enemies, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
just
the
their
guys on the
Dazians.
mainland. Yeah. Fuck the Dazians. Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've just been having to deal with Eli, Sadius, and fucking Amaram. The worst.
Yeah, our story was definitely more exciting than that story.
They no, they took over a quadrant of Uruthiru, so I think they're on the 14th floor, east section. But yeah, investigating has been a pain. We found Oathkeeper over in one of the planter boxes, and that was returned by my father to Eli, and evidently she gave it over to Amaram. So
Amaram.
as you see him take a long swig of wine.
I think you just need to drink more.
Yeah, and then Shalon's trying to figure out about. So, riddle me this, you guys. As he looks closely at you all. Oh God, you aren't the smart ones.
It's like
Crap.
super intelligence here. Don't worry. I'll remember.
So, there's been this weird thing going on, right? So, pop-up markets, there's bars, right? Last night there was a bar fight. Guy got killed. Stabbed by a bottle, bled out in the alley before help could get to him. Well, a couple hours ago, same thing happened, like in the exact same way.
Same spot?
About a week ago, the day after Sadius got stabbed in the eye, some other random asshole gets stabbed in the eye, dies.
Pelinar.
Don't bite me, you
I
bitch.
was gonna say these guys are all
Who said
trying
that?
to make Pelinair clones.
Are these at different locations?
Yeah, they're all at different locations, but they're the exact same injuries, and the person dies in the exact same way.
Sounds like a serial killer.
That's possible. But they're different people, different quadrants, different areas. Are they just copying any random deaths that happen?
Do the people they're killing have any correlation with each other?
No. Young, old, different ages, genders, everything.
So they're just stabby.
Well, just
Sounds like it
anybody.
could be a curse.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of things we don't know about
Okay,
Uruthiru.
look at these for a second there. Curse, weird.
There's many things we don't know about Uruthiru. Shalon's been looking into it, but I can't hardly find the woman nowadays, despite the fact that we're betrothed.
Are you requesting assistance?
Sure. He kind of looks skeptically at you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
You seem sure.
I guess.
I think he's sure. What, you don't think we can do it?
No, I think you'll be fine. More eyes on anything doesn't hurt, so why not?
We got 6.
You got 5.
We got 5. It's my -1 intelligence poking out right there.
All right, well, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
He looks over at you guys. Somebody was killed upstairs on the privy by being stabbed in the heart. So presumably, at some point within the next 2 hours, somebody should be stabbed in the heart. Keep an eye out.
Sitting here
Oh.
thinking about stabbing Luis in the heart, like
Lol immediately stabs somebody like this.
Like, oh,
easy. It solved it right there and then.
I know
it
where the
was
heart's
me,
at.
Barry.
Hey, at least we'll be able to save this person, and the next person won't die. You know, if it's a curse.
All right. Detective Varix is on the job.
I have so much faith in all of you. Now I really must go. Thanks.
My
You
amount
can
of faith
have the
is
rest of the
equal
bottle.
to my wisdom modifier.
Yes. Me and
As
Palomar will
he
definitely finish
drops
that.
off some spheres at the counter, he goes.
That's rather odd, don't you think?
By the way, intelligence check real quick. All three of you.
That he left spheres on the counter? Is that what was
To pay for the wine.
Oh. Oh gosh.
Mhm.
It's not a natty though.
Well, you have
it's
a moment where you're like,
It's a dirty one.
he just said that he was investigating Sadius's murder.
Fuck him.
We saw through Garrick's like illuminate the past that Adolin was the one who killed Sadius.
Oh yeah.
So he's investigating his own murder.
It's like the cops investigating cops. It makes
Yeah.
sense. I think it's a brilliant idea.
What's happening?
It's a great way to get yourself out of trouble.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
But secondarily, since you actually got a decently high one, there were tales of things called the unmade that you learned a lot of when you were back in the church. They were kind of twisted and manipulated spren that were said to have different abilities. One of which was to create a kind of shadow of any event that happened.
Sketch.
Now, when we say shadow, is that like we can't see it, or it's something where we see something different? If that question makes sense.
More in the way that you always read it, and again, these are kind of very old records. More of shadow made physical, you know.
Okay.
So kind of like some sort of darker being.
Veil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, you guys got 2 hours until the presumed next murder. So what are you doing?
Got a timer on this guy.
I think we should
Where's
spread
my
out.
hourglass?
Was there?
I hate you, Trace. God damn it! Why do you have an hourglass ready to go in these moments?
Split up, gang.
All right, gang, it's time to split up. Oh, like so, like Scoop. What's
Yeah, I'll
Alright,
take
so-
the upstairs bedroom.
Daphne and I are gonna search underneath the top
No,
cover of
Fred's
this
gonna go
bed
make
right
a-
here.
trap, and he's gonna bring Daphne along with him to test it. Thank you. I want to rewatch the actual Scooby-Doo.
Anyways, so what are you guys doing? You got 2 hours until next murder.
Mary Jane, that's like.
I guess we're spreading out.
Yeah, we should spread out.
We're
Okay.
preparing.
Can we try and see if there's any like correlations with the location? Is it like in opposite sectors or like some sort of pattern that we would be able to maybe
Should we go
narrow
check
down?
out the room / person who died?
So going through the records, and this takes you about 30 minutes of talking to some of the local guards. You get the sense that they're all random, but a lot of the second murders are done in more populated areas. So generally, the breakaway markets are a good place to keep an eye out on.
Okay, let's go there. And are there? I mean, this place is huge. So are there multiple breakaway markets?
Not at the moment. You'd
Okay.
think that eventually it's going to be a fucking mess, but no, not
Cool.
yet.
Let's go to that one and keep it out there.
I'm gonna let you fucking do
And again, just for scale, guys, just to make sure everybody has a good concept of how big this fucking place is.
Chasm Fiend.
That little guy's a chasm fiend.
I also don't want to kick you.
Oh, cute little guy.
What a tiny building.
Yeah, we'll be able to
And
accurately
you
spread
guys
out. We'll
said
be
I
good.
couldn't take on the chasm fiend.
Anyways, as you guys are going, the time is kind of getting short. Is there anything you want to try to do to increase your odds?
Is there
Increase our odds.
a place that seems to be? Obviously, we're all pretty new here. Most everyone here. Is there like a kind of
What's funny is
budgeting
all the
underground
colors-
scene, place where you might find information or a more dangerous area in the city?
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
for
I mean, there's some more seedy bars if you want to check out those areas.
OC of it, basically.
look for
Yeah,
like
you
a-
I'll check out the seedy bars.
Okay,
Just look up
you go in and check out the seedy bars, and the
the
first thing you notice with your one eye as you walk in is that there is a
so cool.
there's a dark-haired Alethi woman with a white hat and a white coat, leaned against the bar, talking to a few people. She really stands out.
I'm gonna go talk to her.
You okay? She looks over at you. Can I help you, One Eye?
Yes, you may. I am currently in the process of conducting an investigation on behalf of Dalinar Kholin and the King. I just have a couple questions for you, if you don't mind.
Sure. Let's step outside.
After you.
Step into my office.
As you guys step outside and go into like just 3 steps away, you'll see her grab your coat and push you against a wall in the back alley.
I found my
Inky.
wife.
Dalinar, what are you doing?
That's
As
perfect.
you see Stormlight start to shift down, and you see the red hair of Shalon.
Oh, hey.
I'm so sorry about this.
You can't just go announcing that we're investigating shit.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say, Jake?
I presume he plaintively apologized.
Yeah, furiously.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Look, I've got this area covered. I'm checking in the underground as you see her skin go back to that darker Alethi and her hair return back to that black. I got this. Okay. Look, I've been investigating too, trying to help out Adolin. We're having issues where, and you see her voice kind of start to slowly slip into this slightly more rich, darker tone. We're having issues where the murders are relatively random, but were able to try to get a hold of anybody from the underground. So I sent out a pattern to keep an eye out for anything around the area while I'm checking in on kind of these darker places, see if anybody knows about a serial killer or anything like that.
Gotcha. All right. I'll get back to our end of the investigation.
Okay,
And I'll
you
keep
should
it-
send out your sprint. Better to have two eyes on things.
I should have thought of that. Absolutely.
You see her kind of click her finger at you as she saunters back into the bar. Like her demeanor completely fucking shifts when she's in this form.
He's good.
You guys will watch Pelinar come jauntily running back up to the two of you.
Jeez, what happened to you?
Kicked.
What?
Nothing at all. So we're good here.
Are we good here? Underground's good.
Underground's good. I bring them close into like a huddle, and I tell them, Shalon just told me.
Mm.
Whoa.
Oh, the sprint. Okay.
Genius.
Yeah.
Well, Sanair, you heard him.
Yes. Okay. I'll try not to go inside anyone. As he starts shifting away, little embers flying off him.
Good boy.
Gosh, I forgot my sprint's name.
He's almost happy. If you take away the H. He's happy.
That's right, Appy. I was kind of calling Tappy, and I was like, nope.
You want me to keep an eye out, boss?
Yes, that'd be amazing.
Will do. Just so you know, when we're separated like this, I can't turn into a blade until I get back to you.
Let's not get dramatic here. Let's not get too far away from me.
Okay. As you see him turn his way away.
I don't remember him sounding so aggressive.
He's literally Rocky.
Just kind of like look over. Okay. I'm gonna look for a decent viewpoint ish, where I can
Alright.
kind of see a good layover of the market.
Cool. As you guys are all set up, go ahead and investigation check all three of you.
2 natural ones.
I suck at these.
Oh god, I have a
I've been
negative
watching
one.
Been watching the
Not so
detective
bad.
show. Let's see if it rubbed off on me.
Nope.
No, it did not.
Well, kind of investigated.
Yeah.
You thought?
Um,
We get advantage? No, I'm just kidding.
Not quite. Alrighty. Lol, as you're keeping an eye out, you'll hear a scream from behind as suddenly Sanair pops right back up to you. Glorious. The inside spilled out.
God.
Oh god.
Sounds like we're too late.
Meanwhile, Pelinar, you'll have okay, not air. Sorry, what's your sprint?
No bites.
Fucking
Crash, right?
Rash. Yes, Rash. You'll have Rash pop up right in front of you. Quick, come on. They're getting away. This way.
Lead on. Go. Guys.
As you two hear shouting in the far distance.
Why do you laugh?
God.
Merrick's, both you and Appy just ain't seeing shit. So you're just looking at a nice loaf of bread. And you're like, that's a nice loaf of bread.
Smells
Maybe I
good.
should buy that nice loaf of bread.
Do you think they'll sell it to me for cheap?
You're just talking to yourself.
I was talking to Appy.
Appy ain't here. He's checking the other place. He's
oh.
distracted too, though.
Yeah,
Rest assured.
we're both just fucking off. Ah, great.
Roll a perception check. Let's see if you can hear him.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I get an extra chance. I have a +1. Oh, yeah.
Okay. You get snapped from your bread, pondering, as you see Pelinar and you see Lowell running towards a scream, Pelinar running in the opposite direction of a scream, and Pelinar shouting, "Follow me."
Oh God.
Okay. Well, I guess I follow Pelinar.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You doing anything else?
Me?
Yeah.
How do I get Appy back?
I presume you.
Can he sense
But
me?
First, you have to order the appies. Then your server will bring them to you.
Can he
You
hear
just
me?
shout out, and presumably, if he's close enough, he'll hear you.
Appy, let's go.
You'll hear, "Okay," as he
Yeah, that's my boy.
shifts over. Alrighty. So all of you, well, Lowell, you see Pelinar shouting to follow him. Are you down?
Can I sense an air with them and go check out the dead body?
Sure. So now you guys will see a little ember cloud spinning around ahead of you as you continue to run after what seems like this little shadowy thing.
Oh, we're gonna get it.
All right, Lowell, as you approach the dead body, you'll see that there's a distinct large gash basically directly through the ribs. Like it broke through it, which would take a shit ton of force, And there's like these little wisps of kind of blackish smoke that are still coming off it. There's also about 3 or 4 people kind of not quite gathered around it, but adjacently looking at it and screaming.
Okay, and then I can tell he's dead. There's nothing we can do to save this guy.
Oh yeah. No, dude's heart is just maybe if you had Garrick here, but that's about it.
Yeah, well then I'm gonna run back after the other two, and eventually once I catch up to them, let them know just exactly the devastation this person had on this body here.
All right.
So it's an avenge chase.
My arm got stuck in an easy bake oven, and all the skin got melted off.
I was not there when you needed me. I'm sorry.
As you all are running, you'll see a woman in a white coat and white hat also running
Easy bake ovens now.
from the opposite direction as you all seem to meet as there's a door that the shadow slips under.
Confirmed. Betty
Oh, we
Crocker.
go in there. We go in that bitch.
All right. How do you get into that bitch?
We judo kick
Slam
that
the
door
fucking
open.
yeah. Just
All right.
slam that bitch open.
You slam it open, and just as you do, perception checks.
Gosh. Wisdom +1. Yeah. Oh.
It's you.
All right. Lowell,
Just
Varix.
Stupid.
Oh, actually, no. Lowell and Pelinar. At the same time, you'll see the shadow kind of slip into what looks like a small half pipe that's in the bottom of this wall here, and then start going downwards, it appears.
Keep following that bitch.
Are there stairs anywhere?
Nothing you can see.
It's like
But
going
yeah,
into
no,
a
it's just
basement.
it's just like a pipe about that big. It's like a mouse hole size.
Like against the wall or going down?
Against the wall and then down.
Could
Fucking
I?
drop slide inside that bitch.
It is the size of a mouse hole.
Oh, it's the size of a mouse hole.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna send.
Could I try
I'm
to
gonna send
shape?
Brash down.
Oh, there you go.
Alrighty. As they go down, you'll hear back. It starts getting a little more staticky the farther they get, but there's a full corridor behind the wall. It appears that it's going all the way down to.
I'm gonna shape Earth and just start opening the Earth below and towards that direction. Then.
Okay. As you start just molding the earth open, you'll see there is just a distinct drop going down, probably about 50 feet ish.
Well, we're smart. We're going. Let's fucking die.
Let's fucking die. True words have never been spoken.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck
Is
you,
Yeah.
Is there
ball.
any other way to get down?
All guys.
Any
Alright.
other
Can
door?
I shape Earth into a slide?
You've broken the DM.
We
Congratulations.
it only took 3 hours or 2 hours.
One of you is called a Windrunner.
Oh yeah.
How will we ever get down this large drop?
Jeez, guys, I don't know. I don't know what we can do.
Help.
Okay.
All
It takes you to Stormlight levels, but you you
That's epic.
do a controlled descent down into the bottom of this.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gently gliding down like Superman holding Lois Lane,
yeah.
but I'm holding my bros.
As
Yeah.
you and Shalana as well.
One on
but
each bicep.
And Shalon as well. Shalon's one of my bros.
that's true. You all drift down, meeting back up with Rash, or Brash. Yeah, that's what it is. Brash. And as you get to the
Hi,
bottom,
kitty.
you'll see what appears to be a very large room. It's kind of dome shaped. Along the walls, there appear to be hundreds of what look like these strange kind of carvings. And then in the middle of the room, there's just what looks like a monumentous writhing shadow that is surrounding. I mean, it looks like a column in the middle of the room. What are you doing?
Hey. Just kidding.
I brought everybody down with me. I'd say turn Brash into my shard blade and start questioning the shadow.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative as you will watch the shadow roll outwards and then form into what look like hundreds of armed individuals from
Hey.
different eras.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Oh, guys, I think I fucked up.
Cool. Alrighty. And with that, we'll go ahead and pick up next week.
A split fucking fight next week, guys.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
God.
That's crazy. That's
Guys, I
cray
think I fucked up. I think I fucked up.
I like their fight more than ours too. Ours is a
No,
cosmic
it'll be-
horror. Theirs is at least set in reality.
No.
There's at least
Yours
looks
is a
cool.
cosmic bodyguard.
Yeah, that's fair.
Intruder alert. Intruder
It's
alert.
a cosmic sentinel.
Yes. Oh my
It's
god, it
just
is.
a space kitty. It needs pets and scratchies.
We
It
deal
has a
with
black hole as a heart.
We already are at the fuck it. Now we need the ball.
I'm excited.
All right, then. I'm gonna go to
All right,
bed.
guys.
I will be on
Good
tomorrow.
night.
Trace, if you're online at all tomorrow.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
friends.
Me.
Good night.
Later, y'all.
Later.
Marshall and Jade are frozen in time.
They are frozen in time.